Okay, guys, so this is an unusual podcast. It's not just a podcast as well, it's a video for my newsletter as well. Firstly, massive apologies. The course just isn't ready yet, and I don't want to put it out there when it's not absolutely perfect. Um, I've still got a lot of work to do. I didn't realize how much time it'd take me, if I'm perfectly honest. I thought that I could have it done within a few months, and honestly, the more content I do for it, the more I'm thinking, wait a second, if if I'm telling them this, then they're going to need that, and if I need that, then I need to tell them how to get customers. I need to tell them a pricing strategy, and so I'm literally laying my heart bare. And I'm sure there's going to be some absolute professional course creators who are like, because I've took a course on how to create courses, and they've been saying that you should get rid of your M's and R's, and I just think, you know what, that's me. I'm natural. I repeat myself. I'm not, I'm not polished. I think that's safe to say that everybody would say that I am not the polished item. See what I mean? I don't even know what to say. Anyway, so in this video, in this podcast, what I'm going to do is tell you exactly what is in the course, module by module, lesson by lesson. And basically it comes in 8 modules, and in each module there's lessons to be learned. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do and go through. And then there's 5 bonuses. I've decided to give another bonus away, which is incredible, and I'll get to that as well. Basically, there's a Dean no-brainer. Thank you, Dave Davies. No brainer, mate. No brainer. Guarantee. Basically, if you're on the fence and you try it and you're thinking, do you know what? I don't know if it's worth the money. I don't know if I'm going to get the value out of it. Try it. Consume everything. And if you don't like it, get your money back. No qualms, money back at all. No questions asked. Money back. My wife's like, why the hell are you doing that? People will just buy it and then ask for money back. That's up to you guys. I know that I have put absolutely everything into this. I'm really proud of it. And yeah, I'm. And if it's not for them, 100% respect that, and no qualms at all or anything. Anyway, so let's get on with it, because I want to do this within 5 minutes. So module 1 is the intro. We just have an intro to the course, exactly what you can expect. A little bit like this, I suppose. So that's module 1. Module 2. Now there's 2 ways to find a location and site. And I didn't realize this before I started doing this course, if I'm honest. I just did it both ways and not realizing it until I put it down on paper. There's 2 different ways. And so in this course, we're going to go through the 2 different ways. Way 1 is find a location, an area first. And then once you find an area, you put it on your hit list, and then you try to find a site. I think that's a great way of doing it. I've got a massive hit list. As we talk about in the course, I give some of my hit lists away by accident, don't mean to. And so then once you have a hit list, then you try and find the site. And then there's another way. You find the site first and you think, wait a second, what's the location like for the site? So the first module 2 is all about finding an area, finding a location. So there's an intro. Lesson 1's an intro into the video. And then lesson 2 is my spreadsheet with all the towns listed. I've got every town listed in the UK, county by county, with the self-storage on it and also the population. A really good little tool there. I can't believe I'm giving it away. It's part of a bonus. It will only be available for 5 days after the course is launched. So if you don't purchase the course within 5 days, this gets dragged away, because to be honest, it is too valuable to have it out there all the time. And that's not a sales tactic at all. It sounds like it, but it's just the truth. Location analysis. We go into how I look, my analysis on locations, what I look for, and the calculators, etc. We've also got a Google Maps area calculator explained, which is really good. How can you find the square foot of a building? We've got that in there. And I've got here why I chose Mansfield, because obviously Mansfield is crushing it. And then we go to finding a site. So basically, we've got a site, we've got a location. How do we go about finding a site? Or if you want to go about it a different way, if you want to get the site first and then see if the location is good, we cover that as well. First, introduction into it. Tactics I use to find a site. I put location here, but it's site. And I put be patient. There's a lesson here all about being patient and why that patience pays off. Location first, site second. A big video about this. And then we go site first, location second. Don't worry. I explain it. I talk you through it. And it's very easy to follow. And then we've got negotiating a deal, part 1. I go through not all my offers. I go through like 5 or 6 offers that I have done in the past year to 2 years, and the emails sent, and how I structured the offer. So really good. Part 2, negotiating the deal. This is a new deal I've just done in Scotland. I tell you the site, I tell you everything about it. And in this one, there's first time I've actually paid the agent and I paid the landlord to let me swoop in last minute and take a deal, which was, I really enjoyed doing that video. I'm actually quite proud of myself. What's your unique selling point? So this is a very, very short module. There's an introduction, and then how do we stand out from the competition? There's loads of different ways you can stand out, and we go through them in this video. Projections. We go through projections, back of a fag packet. Now that is a great way to get started. Literally, if you want to know if a self-storage works, the back of a fag packet method really works. I use it all the time, and I use it when I'm helping people. I say, look, it works because of this, and this. Once you've done that, then you can go into simple and efficient projections. So we've got a spreadsheet for that, and then we've got a spreadsheet for comprehensive as well. And then we're going to look at my site projections, and then we're going to talk about some of the sites that didn't pay off and didn't come off, and left me really upset and crying. So yeah, we're going to go through projections. By the end of it, you will be able to do projections standing on your head. Pricing strategy. We go through a pricing strategy because obviously if you're going to open, you need a pricing strategy. Our pricing strategy for Mansfield. Do you discount or offer or both? And I put, don't do this. Something I've seen somebody else do. I'm going to call them out in here. Don't worry, it's a mate of mine. So I wouldn't ever call out somebody, somebody else. It's a mate of mine who's doing something crazy, and I don't think he should be. But you don't need to do that, and it'll save. He could earn an extra 30 grand a year if he just changed his strategy. But you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So I give up. And oh, by the way, one of these in finding a site, I've got a video where I actually walk through and I find a site accidentally, and I'm thinking, don't worry. I said it is very small for me, and so I probably won't do it, but it is a fantastic opportunity for somebody. It will make £30,000 a year minimum, and that's not a guarantee or anything, but that's just where I couldn't believe it when I come across it. It is, and you'll see my reaction when I see it. I'm like, and I go into looking at other sites, competition. I'm like, oh my god, the competition's full, and I've never even heard of this place, never looked at it. It was just by luck, dumb luck, when I was doing this video, I came across it. I'm sure it's under finding a site. Location first, site second. That's the video it's in. It is that for somebody. Please, somebody open a self-storage there. It is perfect. So pricing strategy we've done. Marketing strategy is fault. Do you know what? We need to find customers to show prices on the website or not. Website. How to get traffic. So basically your website and all your good stuff in your website, what your conversion should be, how to get traffic, when should you start marketing, what did we do, what we did to open Mansfield and gain over 10,000 square foot in under 3 months. We need to work on that title. And so there's a video on that. Selling and following up. Selling process is so important. How to sell. There's a very, very simple and quick video in there that tells you how to sell. The questions you should be asking. Just very, very basic things, high level stuff. Because obviously if I'm teaching someone to sell, it takes more than a quick video. But it tells you the basics, what you should be asking, your tonality, etc. My follow-up process is in here. We talk through it. Bonus number 1. Software tool explanation video. So we go in here, we talk about this tool that's really, really good. You put your postcode in, it finds the amount of population in a given radius, the drive time, how much population is in a drive time. It tells you really, really quickly what the salaries are, and it also you can see other self-storage facilities really, really quickly. You can see the Insta view, the street view as well. I'm explaining it shit, but it's a really good tool. So that's bonus 1. Bonus 2 is how to open a self-storage on a budget. I was going to do this to prove it's possible in under £20,000, but the landlord heard me talk about it and realized it was about his site and decided to do it himself. So, but again, I can talk you through that. Revenue management, our revenue management. Now, this is quite a big section. Revenue management system, my price increase letter, the difference it's made to Beverly, when to increase your street rates and why you should never be full, Beverly example. COVID, how we increased our prices and the results it gave Willoughby, and then revenue comparison 23 to 24 and why. And then I've got a new section here called Doctor. It's basically going to be Lack of reservations and move-ins. What do we do? Again, we need to work on that title. Basically, it's saying, okay, we're not performing really good. How do we find out where the problem is? And so I have a step by step. And I've never spoke about this. I've had this for 3-4 years, what I use to find out where the problem is in my self-storage facility. And once we know where the problem is, we can fix it. But when there's a problem, the worst thing about having a problem is not knowing where the problem originates. Because otherwise, if we don't know where the problem is, we can't fix it. This goes step by step, how to figure out where the problem is in your facility. We've already talked about it, bonus 5, the storage, the UK towns self-storage spreadsheet. Again, we need to work on that name, but yeah, you get the spreadsheet there. And one last thing we are going to give you is this course. I have actually previously sold to other people, just because people have asked for it, and it's a course that I paid. I paid this guy who is wonderful, and I mean absolutely wonderful at search engine optimization, and also he's amazing at Google My Business. I actually paid him thousands and thousands of pounds. He now will not work. I've tried to pay him £2,000 for one day, and he won't work for me. I was in a mastermind with him, and all the big entrepreneurs in America work with this guy, and he won't work with me now for £2,000 a day. He said, Dean, I can't do it. We're still really good mates, but he can't give me his time. We're workmates, if you like. He can't give me his time for anything less, obviously, than he'd pay anybody else, and I just can't afford what he's asking for now. And so what we did was, he said, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a video and walk you through step by step what I do to set up a Google My Business for people. I was like, brilliant, but do you mind if we put it in a course? Because I will sell it later. And he goes, no, as long as you don't mind me selling it as well. But obviously it's got your name on it, your hacking self-storage name. And so I'm going to throw this in. I have sold this for £1,000 previously to other agents, other people who are doing consultancy. I've sold this to them. It's step by step. It's that easy that even I can do it. And I'm rubbish at things like this. And also KTO's watched it as well. It's like a training for my team as well. So that is going to be in there, step by step, Google My Business. So really, really good there. So that's an absolute freebie for you guys that I'm throwing in that I never thought I'd throw in, but I just thought, do you know what? Why not give everything away? You need to set up Google My Business. Here's how we do it. And so, yeah, ranking number 1 with backlinks. It's just a really, really good course. Okay, my friends, that is all. Hopefully, you appreciate there's so much work gone into this. A lot more. I just kept adding stuff and making things better and thinking, well, if I give you this, I need to give you that as well. And so the idea is that you don't have to consume it all at once. You can just come back and think, right, okay, I want to look at getting customers. And you can think, right, okay, I'll do that course. I've got my site now. How do we get customers? So it's a step-by-step playbook. You don't have to consume it all at once because there is a lot. I thought, do you know what? There'll be 2 hours maximum of video content. There's 2 hours of video content in the first 2 modules. So you don't have to consume it all at once. And a lot of it, by the way, is me geeking out and saying, oh my God, I can't believe how amazing this site is. And so, yeah, there's a lot of that as well. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I will have this done by Monday. There's still a hell of a lot of work for me over the weekend. Thank you very much. And once again, I genuinely am really, really sorry that it's not ready now.